Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Our lesson objective today is to learn about the 4 different seasons and really try to nail down what months belong to which seasons and what kinds of weather you might expect to see in each season. The reason I wanted to do this week is that we had the story Paul Takes a Walk, which takes place during the fall. And talking to the students in my class, it became really clear that even though we've talked about seasons throughout the school year, a lot of kids are still a little bit confused about the difference between seasons and months and the order that the seasons happen in and that type of thing. So I did want to clarify, and hopefully by the time this video is done, you'll have a really good idea of what the 4 seasons are and the months that belong to those seasons. So what I'd like you to have is a sheet of paper and 4 differently colored either markers or crayons. I'm going to be using these colors that you see, so if you want your paper to match mine, these are the colors you'll need. And we're going to start by folding our paper so that we have 4 boxes. And in order to do that, I'm going to fold once like that. And then I'm going to fold one more time like that. So that by the time I unfold the paper, I've got these 4 boxes. Now, one of the easiest ways to tell the difference between seasons and months is that there are 4 seasons. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are actually 12 months of the year. So that should help you. That's like the first difference. That's a way that you can tell the difference between months and seasons. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the season that we're in right now. I'm gonna use my pink marker to write it out. The season that we're in right now is spring, and spring started on March the 20th. And so the months of spring are going to be March, April, and May. So these 3 months, I'm gonna kind of write off to the side here, these are months. All of these months take place in the spring. And some things that happen in the spring are that you start noticing there's some green grass. You might also start noticing that there are flowers that are starting to grow because the sun's come back. You might notice some baby animals. In my backyard, I've been seeing a lot of baby squirrels, a lot of baby birds. I also start to hear the birds singing. Some birds that flew away when it got cold, they have flown back now. And so I hear definitely a lot more birds singing in my backyard. So I'll go ahead and draw a little bird here. The sun starts to come out in the spring as it's just not as cold as it was before. So I'm gonna draw a little sun up here. So that's spring, and that's the season that we are in right now. Now I'm gonna switch over to my orange marker, and I'm gonna write the season that comes after spring. The season that comes after spring is summer. And summer is going to begin on June the 20th. And the months that take place in the summer are June, July, and August. Again, these are months and they take place during the summer. For us here in the Central Valley, it gets so hot during the summer. I'm gonna do my best to draw a thermometer. That's a tool that helps us to measure the temperature. And temperatures in the summer here, it always gets over 100 degrees. It doesn't stay there the whole summer. Like we might have some days in the 90s. We might even have a few days in the 80s if we're lucky. But about 100 degrees you can expect in the summer in the Central Valley. So the sun, I'm gonna maybe make a little bit like bigger than I did in the last picture because it's definitely hotter. You're not in school in the summer, at least not at our school. We don't have school during the summer. One fun thing that kids really like to do during the summer is go swimming. If you can get to the beach or if you can get to a pool or a lake, Swimming is a really fun way to cool down during the summertime. A holiday that takes place during the summertime is 4th of July. And on the 4th of July, there's fireworks. So I'll go ahead and draw some fireworks. Those are always sparkly and fun and loud. Love fireworks. In our next box, I'm gonna write 2 words. I'm gonna write fall or autumn, because both of these, they mean the same thing. These words are what we call synonyms, words that mean the same thing. And so you could call the season that comes after summer, you could call it fall, you could call it autumn. It's the same season. And the big thing that happens during fall is that the leaves on the trees are gonna change colors. They change from being green, like they were in the spring and the summer. They're gonna change to red, they're gonna change to orange, brown, yellow. And we had a little science video about that way back in the autumn. And we learned that that's because there's less sunlight, and so there's not enough chlorophyll to keep the leaves green, and so the leaves change color and they start to fall off of the trees. Another thing that happens during fall, a holiday that takes place is Halloween. And Halloween is when you could go to the pumpkin patch, pick up a pumpkin, which is what that picture is supposed to be, and maybe your mom or dad can help you to carve a funny face onto the pumpkin. But those are some things that happen during fall. Football, that's kind of the sport that goes along with fall. Like football season starts. So I'll draw a little football. I guess I also need to include the date. So the date that fall begins is September 22nd. And the other months of fall are September, October, and November. Okay, so now we're ready to talk about the very last month of the year. And the last month of the year is winter. Winter begins on December the 21st. It is the season when, if you're a person who celebrates Christmas, that does happen during winter time. So I'll go ahead and draw a Christmas tree. There we go. It does not really snow in Stockton, where we are. Usually what we get during the winter is a lot of rain, so I'm gonna draw some raindrops. But other places, like even in our own state, California, if you go further up north, they do get snow. So I'm gonna draw some snow, some snowflakes. And some fun things to do on the snow are maybe build a snowman, face on him, and have a snowball fight, that type of thing. And the other months that take place during December are January. And I'm gonna write the last, well, I guess I could squeeze it in here. I was just gonna go over the rain a little bit. February. The seasons of the year. There are 4 seasons of the year. They are spring, summer, fall or autumn, and winter. You know what happens when winter is over? It goes back to being spring again, and it just repeats itself. Spring, summer, fall or autumn, winter. Spring, summer, fall or autumn, winter. And the months of the year, I told you there's actually 12 months of the year. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start here, because January is considered the beginning of our year. So watch what happens. We go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And then, just like the seasons, the months will start over again. It'll go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So those are the seasons of the year. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing you some different photographs, and what I want you to do is look at the photographs and I want you to try to guess which season of the year is it. I do not want you to guess what month of the year it is. I want you to try to guess what season of the year it is. So it's either going to be spring, summer, fall or autumn, winter. Those are the choices that you have. So if I show you a picture of a jack-o'-lantern and you say October, that's not what I'm going to be looking for. What I'm going to be looking for is not October, but I'm going to be looking for you to say fall or autumn, because we're trying to learn about the seasons of the year. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and show you those photographs now. Good luck guessing the season based on the photograph. I hope you were able to guess which season it was based on the photograph that I showed. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learn more about the different seasons of the year. That's all that I have for you today, but I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.